Have you ever thought about building your own watch from online parts? Maybe in a Zengarden meditation theme? Well, that's exactly what we're about to attempt in today's video. Hi, welcome to Sketchbook Explorer. In today's video we're going to be building our own custom watch from online parts purchased on AliExpress. This will be only my second ever custom watch build and my first time using AliExpress. I want to give the watch a Zengarden theme because it's inspired by the movement I want to use inside a Seiko NH35A automatic watch movement, a reliable Seiko Japanese designed movement. So will this AliExpress gamble pay off? Let's find out. Let's begin by scouring AliExpress, starting with a genuine Seiko NH35A movement. Then we need to find a suitable case that matches the movement, as well as a plain dial, hands, stem, a strap, and all while navigating the size compatibility and reviews. I will leave the details of the parts in the description. Now we have ordered our parts, the waiting game is on. Tracking each item on AliExpress is very easy, but still the wait is a little nail biting as you wonder, did I actually order the correct parts? Will they arrive on time or at all? Will they be good quality? And will they even fit together in the end? Then slowly the items arrive one by one or in groups. It's time to unpack the parts of our watch. Alright, time to transform this blank canvas into a miniature Zengarden. First we need to trim the dial fittings to match the movement. I'm using bent nose pliers, but there is probably a better tool out there. But make sure to check and remove the correct spare fittings. We need to leave the two that match the movement. Precision is key. But before we get any more technical, let's unleash our artistic side. Time to sketch 3 Zengarden dial designs inspired by the calming philosophies and locations of Japan. The aim being to capture an essence of the serene minimalistic rock gardens. The gardens originated in 14th century Japan, serving as meditative landscapes for monks. Each element symbolic: sand as water, rocks as islands, moss as life. Raked sand patterns evoke ripples, impermanence and the flow of time. A reminder on your wrist to find harmony and beauty in simplicity, and of the fluidity of time as it ticks by. A tick powered by a classic Japanese watch movement. The Seiko movement boasts a rich history and impressive features. Automatic winding, hacking seconds, and renowned reliability. The NH35A is a true workhorse. To transform the dial into a peaceful haven, we start by adding a little texture to its smooth metal surface with sandpaper, hopefully creating the perfect base for an acrylic painting. Now let's begin painting, each stroke of the paintbrush a mini mindfulness exercise, especially when painting on such a small space. Even with a watchmaker's magnifying eye loupe, each stroke is a very delicate move. Let's add some fallen cherry blossom petals as well, a touch of colour and a perfect reminder of cherry blossom season, Sakura season, a period of special beauty in Japan. Oh no, a disaster strikes. Overzealous varnishing. My bad. Caused some paint to lift. After a few curse words, time to channel my inner Zen master and fix this, with a steady hand and a deep breath. Remember, mistakes are just stepping stones to artistic and watchmaking enlightenment. At least I hope that's the case. Now let's fit the watch hands, another delicate task. I try a new watchmaking tool. Fitting hands is always tricky, especially the seconds hand. Yeah, they're always fun to fit. Time to test the inner Zen patience again. I'm still trying to perfect the trimming of the winding stem that connects the crown to the movement for the winding and time setting. That's why I bought spare stems. You see, too long and the stem crown sticks out too far and doesn't screw in, but too short and it won't fit and you have to start again. After fitting the watch strap and thinking I'm about to step over the finishing line, I realise something feels off. The shadows of the large stones in the garden are too dark and overpowering. So I make the decision to reopen the watch and touch up the paintwork. When I opened the watch back up and started to touch up the artwork, I noticed something else wasn't quite right with the watch. The winding stem and the crown were stuck in the third movement section. They were stuck in the changing the time part. There are two others when you push in. There's the change the date, and then there's the actual winding of the watch. Mine was stuck in the third and final part and was also very springy. So I googled this and discovered that if left unfixed, this could damage the watch. So I was left with a decision. I could either leave the watch, not say anything, and hope it doesn't break. I could return the watch movement, or I could do something I've never done before. I could try to fix the watch movement. And yep, that's exactly what I did. So I began to take apart the watch movement itself, something I never thought I'd be doing, and then using YouTube videos, Seiko engineering drawings, I began to take pieces off to try and find what was wrong. This is very tricky because the screws are like little dust particle sizes, and they're like jumping about all over the place like magic beans, and they're really difficult to screw back in. And then you also have these little wafer thin springy metal plates as well, which are quite tricky to fit. Eventually I managed to figure out what was wrong. There's a little lever hidden inside the watch movement that locks around a cog and moves the cog up and down to select the different movements when the stem is moved. Mine had somehow become loose. Whether that's because I was removing the stem too forcibly at one point, I don't know. But I managed to fix it, and just as amazing, I managed to put it all back together again. Don't know how, but I did it. And yeah, I managed to fix the watch. During my research for this video, I read that Zen Buddhist monks considered a perfect raking of the garden's white sands as a challenge of precision and mindful patience. It seems the task of creating this watch was more connected with Zen gardens than I realised. Finally, after a real challenge, we complete the transformation, a Zen garden masterpiece ready to grace any wrist. Before we celebrate though, let's take a moment to appreciate the deeper meaning behind this creation. Zen gardens with their raked sand and carefully placed rocks are more than just decoration. They represent balance, harmony, and the ever-flowing nature of time, something we could all do with as a reminder on our wrist. For inspiration, I also look towards the iconic Grand Seiko Snowflake, a watch that embodies both precision and artistry, just like a Zen garden. Now, my watch may not be a Grand Seiko, but hopefully I've successfully paid homage to the heritage of the Seiko movement inside it, and the painted glimpse of the Zen garden on its dial. So there we have it, my AliExpress Zen garden custom watch build. Not bad for my second ever watch build. So did the gamble pay off? I think it did. It was very challenging, quite a few swear words there, but I managed to pull it off in the end, and I even did some things I never thought I'd be doing, like attempting to fix and hopefully fixing the watch movement. If you've built your own watch or are considering building your own watch, please leave some comments. Now, if you enjoyed this and would like to see more, please click the like, subscribe and smash that notification bell. Keep sketching. See you next time. Bye.